I did say that I was assuming that we dropped points in the game between episodes. We did not. We did not drop any points whatsoever. We are now in an incredibly comfortable position to secure ourselves in the league for a following year. So let's make sure we go and do that. Welcome back to episode 3 of Doleboy. We played Afghanistan, as you can see, in the game between episodes, and we picked up a little green dot for us on our calendar. Beautiful. Before we go into it, if you could do me the favour, if you're enjoying the episode and the series, of liking and subscribing and showing your support on the channel, even if you want to do me an extra favour and share it out to some of your friends, even better. But give the bell a little tickle at least while you're here, and it'll tell you when the episodes are uploaded. That will be a treat. Talking of treats, Afghanistan, or should I say referee, has done bits for us. They had 2 disallowed goals. They were both offside, to be fair. A goal and an assist from Streng, an assist from Remasaho, and a goal from Chrysanthus. The way we were playing, the goals we scored, beautiful. Very happy. We had possession as we'd expect as well. And on top of that, we actually had the better of XG in this game also. So, we're doing pretty good. We've now got Chrysanthus and Streng as our top scorers. We are 6 points clear of the drop with 2 games left. So I would expect that we can get through there. Goal difference is in our favour as well, but if we can get that to positive as well, then I'd be pretty happy there. If we can finish ahead of Afghanistan, I don't know what that does kind of prize money wise. I don't even know if they have prize money in this league, but at least for pride, if we can finish top of the relegation slot, then we'll set ourselves up pretty nicely for next season. We have Klubi first, who are the team in third. They're looking to try and secure themselves in the division again next year, so they're not going to lie over. We have then JIPPO that we're aware of, who are the weakest team in the division. So if we don't secure it against Klubi, I should hope to God we can secure it against them. But let's get into this game. All we need to do is just make sure we don't drop any points. I'm not sure exactly what's happened there. Just pretend that didn't happen. I did promote a few players from our youth teams. And if you're going to ask me who they are, I can't tell you. I've also brought in an absolute shed load of trials as well, as you can tell. If I can find these youngsters, I'll show you who they are. So one of the youngsters was Benjamin Ostman. I'll bring him up full screen. Looks pretty handy. Got good potential. This is what I was going for, not possession. A few pretty strong stats as well, considering the league that we're in. He is a centre mid, so I'm thinking he can cover in this little gap if needs be. I don't know why I showed you the midfield gap. 3 players in the middle of the park. It's usually where they sit. Olsen in goal. Hagland, Brunel, Raleigh and Sotelo across the back 4. War behind Toro and Biscata. And then we have Streng and Remasaho behind Chrysanthus. Exactly what we've played in every game that you've seen. And it's worked. And it worked for the game in between as well. So let's make sure it works in this one too. We are the early kickoff, so we haven't got any kind of outwards influences regarding the other games. So we can just make sure if we don't drop a point, then we can confirm our place in the division next year. But also what might happen between the games is that the team that are in 4th place will probably drop a point and secure it as well for us. So it could happen either way, but we'll make sure that it's done before the end of the episode. And that goal from Chrysanthus is exactly what we wanted to see. We are now 1-0 up. We're playing pretty goddamn well, and I'm a big fan. Big old fan. They're like that little ball lumped out wide. Chrysanthus puts it into Streng, knocks it straight back to him, puts it straight over, and for some reason he's able to get to that completely unmarked, really, weirdly, or unchallenged at least. Pops it in the net for us. We've just passed the half-hour mark. There's a corner for HJK. Forgot what they're called. Completely forgot what they're called. I'm just going to call them HJK. Probably not. They're through on goal. Oh, so their corner was cleared without much challenge, to be fair. And then they've just come straight back at us. I'm sure this is the team that used to be in Europe. And I don't have the thing anymore where you can see the previous results. I'm not sure why they're even in this division. But if you look at their stadium, it's pretty big. It's just a shame that there's no asses on those seats. I literally haven't seen one person in the crowd. Sotelo throws it to Ramasaho. Good ball towards the back post. Streng wins his header, gets us back in the lead. Is there any people in the crowd? Here's one. Here we go. There's a few up here. There are some people. I don't know why they're not sat like on the halfway line, but fair enough. They prefer to sit there. That's their season ticket. This is why we have a wide target forward, or whatever they're called now. I think it's a target forward. There's another corner. Please don't concede straight away and make me look a muppet. Okay, we've cleared it this time. Can we get a position and keep it this time? So, Chrysanthus. He has kept possession. Streng pops it back to his, I would say fullback. Yes, Hagland's the right back. Just keep possession, guys. Just control it. Control the possession. Exactly as your formation and tactics tell you to do. Sotelo puts it out towards the left winger. Cuts back in. Gets it to the centre mid. Good ball in. Streng, header. The goals we're scoring. I feel like, I would say Guardiola, but no. I feel like a Finnish version of Mourinho. No, because he doesn't attack either. An exciting coach that does exciting stuff. Look at that. This guy's supposed to be a centre-back, and he's putting in that ball on the turn, blind. I think I found the formation that breaks the game already. He's definitely offside. I don't care. I just don't care. We 3-1 up. Streng is looking pretty handy out there on that right wing. It's all those trialists that have just come in have shocked him into into being pretty dominant. I'm happy with how we've dominated possession. You goddamn right I am. Straight from the kickoff. It's gone to Ykkonen. Don't know. Kukichi? Not a clue. Buika is on the ball for them now. Buka. These, genuinely, I've asked this myself last episode. Why have I come to Finland? Why have I done this to myself? I should have just chose the Welsh teams. At least I can pronounce half of their names. Raitanen, Kojasalo. The defence were asleep. Meritulo scored another one for them. This is a concern. This is what I'm thinking. I might drop the out of possession back just to standard. Just a little tiny bit. Hagland has a free kick for us. Puts it short to Toro. Over to Biscata. Good ball out wide to Sotelo. All those trialists are brought in. Not many of them are Finnish natives. I don't know what the game deems as foreign. I don't know if it's Scandinavian, European, EU, or if they physically have to be Finnish. I might have a little look, see if there's a way that I can find that out. But what I will do is have a look at players that want to come off, because it's that magical time of the game. We brought on, or off, Johnny Ramasalo for like the last 3 or 4 games, and we're going to do the same again. This kid is another one of our youngsters. Look at him. He's 16. Albin Bjorkskog. Not a clue. But he looks decent. So he's going to come on for a little bit of game time. We'll leave him as an inside winger. 7 finishing. It's not strong enough to go forward. Toro is a bit tired, so we'll bring Ostman on. And we'll leave the other substitution. We'll drop some praise on our guys. There's a free kick for HJK. Oh, and it's rattled off the corner bar? I don't know what they call the connector on the corner. The corner. Whatever. It hit that bit. Went over. We will still do the game against JIPPO, but I'm thinking I'll play it and I'll just bring you back at the end and just show you the highlights of the goals, should any have actually been scored. But we've done pretty goddamn well there. Let's get on to that, all the highlights for the game against JIPPO, the end of season review. But before we do so, I need to show you what happened in our previous game. So bear with me just a second, and I'll bring it up and show you. We beat JIPPO 2-1. We'll go and watch their goals. Keep your little beady eyes out for their second, well, the second goal, their goal of the game, because it's disgusting. And by the looks of that, their player assisted himself, which is a bit mad. Reed, little cheeky shot there into the near post, squeezes it under the goalie. Then they have a shot here from... Okay, so Hiltunen puts it through and Hiltunen has the shot. What's that? What happened? I don't know if it was my goalie being asleep or their forward just absolutely unleashing. And then our one's messy. It's not clean by any means, but it gets the job done. Since we joined the club, we've won every game bar one draw and one loss. Turns out, done a cheeky little bit of research. Klubi is the reserve club for HJK, which is why I was getting confused. So it's the reserve team. Back to the end of season review. I'm not going to look too much into the transfers because obviously we didn't pick anyone up, but I am just going to fly through and see what the board have said. It does look like the board may actually be taking into account the actual player's performance rather than just simply how much they've cost, because there's different ratings here and none of them cost a thing, which is good. Transfers out, they're both C+, but they both look a bit naff anyway. League-wise, they expected us to finish top half. We finished first, apparently. We didn't. We actually finished 8th in the first bit of the league, and then in the league completion, we finished first in that second group. That's a little bit awkward for that to be produced or presented there, but that's fine, we understand. VPS ended up winning the league, and I believe they've still got following games to go on from that, but we don't care about that. It's not our business. It's going to be our business next year when we're in it. But now, all we are interested in is the fact that Michele, Vanta, and JIPPO are the teams that got relegated. We saw our form pick up, as we know. Handy. The Suwoman Cup, they wanted us to be competitive, and apparently we finished first. It's not a thing. We've got knocked out in the group stage. That's weird. They have a group stage of their cup. The biggest win was a 2-0 win, which we weren't involved in, so we don't care about it. The match to remember was the game against Klubi, which was our first game of the episode. I was trying to remember which one it was then. And then the goal of the season, we've just seen it actually. It was the one Tyler Reid when he snuck it under the goalkeeper. Finances, we have recently picked up a deal, shirt sponsor I think it was, for 5 years for 315k. That's a fair whack of money for a team in this level, to be fair. The reputation hasn't changed. Sponsorships, corporate, and match days all seem to have gone up. And then the prize money and broadcast are 0. Our lineup is going to be quite heavily impacted by the previous manager, I expect. But it's pretty much what we had, except for the fact that Gulbis is a centre-back and we were playing Raleigh at centre-back. We haven't picked up any awards at the moment. The player of the season and the fans player of the season you can see on screen. This all seems to be very familiar to what we've seen previously. There are some record breakers, so I'll just move my little head out of the way so you can see them. I'm not going to read through them all because it'll take ages, but feel free to pause and have a little read on these. But there's one that we did have there that I've just noticed. Our centre-back scored a goal after 43 seconds, which is helpful. Our hard work and effort paid off. Such an feat didn't go unrewarded at the end of season award ceremony. I mean, we didn't do particularly well. We did really well, but the team didn't. But we've got a whole season next year to sort it out. Initial budgets, transfer budget of 75k and wages of $4,000. Where does that line into what we're spending? Roughly what we're spending at the moment anyway. We know we're going to lose a few players through contracts. There's a few loans that are finishing. So I need to see kind of over the summer what we can do. We're not going to be back until... Oh, Jesus. I think if it's anything like the Swedish one, it's a hell of a jump. So we're going from September through to April by the looks of this. So it's going to be a hell of a while for me to sort out. We'll discuss our plans for next season. I'll say that we can get into the top half. Everyone's on board. I love that. Better than the one when I joined. So when I joined, all I could do was say at lowest that we were going to finish mid-table, and everyone kicked off because there was no chance that we were going to finish mid-table. So I got screwed a little bit there, but fortunately, the team have kind of pulled the way out of it. So that's good. But I have now got about 7 months to go through to get us back to the start of the season, in which I'll see you at the start of next episode. If you have enjoyed this one, if you do me the favour, liking and subscribing, flick one of the items on screen as well, and it'll take you to some more of my content. And thank you very much for your time.